Hi guys. It's September 18th, 2024. I'm gonna make a positive video today. Isn't that great? There's a lot of slides to this, so I'm just gonna jump right in because I said I was gonna make a positive video, and that's what we're doing. I think Snap is hitting a great place right now with the archetypes and the meta. What are they? In order to understand why I think Snap is hitting a great place, it's important to understand what these concepts are first. And also, how did Snap get to where it is right now? So first, what are archetypes? Archetypes are powerful themes that create synergies between the cards in your deck. So you have like Wolverine and Carnage. They're both destroy cards. You play Wolverine, then you play Carnage on top of Wolverine. Wolverine gets stronger, Carnage gets stronger. That's a good synergy in there, and you can make an archetype around destroy. For discard decks, you play Colleen Wing while you have Swarm in your hand. Now you have two Swarms, and they're free, right? Synergy between there, and you can make themed decks around there. That's an archetype. So you have destroy archetype, discard archetype, ongoing, on reveal, a junk clog archetype, mill, move, zoo, bounce. I didn't put control in there. It's kind of like mixed in with these, and there's a lot of like hybrid type of archetypes as well. You can also have archetypes that are specific around or built around a specific card, like a Mr. Negative archetype, High Evo, Tribunal, Galactus, Darkhawk, Arisham, Agatha, Baron Mordo. It'll happen. Or Loki. It used to be Loki. Sad. So now that we know what archetype is, what exactly is meta? Meta in gaming can be used as an acronym for the most effective tactics available, but it's more commonly used to describe the more popular decks that are out there right now. So like Agatha's in the meta because she just had a big change. Cards that have brand new cards or cards that get buffed usually are back in the meta. Right? The meta typically talks about 1 to 3 main decks used by top or most players. These decks have a large advantage over other decks. That's important. I'm not going to expand on that right now. So what was Snap like in the beginning? And I mean time, not to be confused with the low collection level. There were few effective decks and synergies due to a smaller card pool. Move had absolutely like nothing. You would be able to maybe move one card, like you would have to like Iron Fist your Human Torch, and then you can do like maybe play Vulture into Cloak, and then Doctor Strange and the Heimdall, but you didn't have a lot of the real flexibility. Like you had to get really lucky with all this stuff in order for Move to actually work. Discard in the beginning also really wasn't super great. It took off a lot more after MODOK came out. They just didn't have the tools to work. Move was terrible. Yeah. They're most like 2 to 3 top performing decks back when Snap was starting, because again, smaller card pool. You didn't have that many great interactions and synergies with a lot of different cards, very few tools. So people were really flocking towards just some of the more popular decks that had like guaranteed wins. So it was a very low flexibility. A lot of the bigger decks were like the Moon Girl, Devil Dino, Zoo deck, Big Number deck, Daredevil and Professor X control decks. So why do I think Snap is so much better now? And of course, it always comes with downsides. All archetypes are pretty much viable, except for Guardians of the Galaxy, right? They're all viable, and a lot of them are really top performing decks. And I think the next slide is like the top 10 decks. So we'll just keep that in mind. You have so many more resources to help better yourself. You have these websites you can go to, like Untapped.gg, SnapFan, Marvel Snap Zone. You have these apps like, again, Untapped.gg and Marvel Snap Zone have deck trackers, which I really do recommend, because even if you don't like using a deck tracker, you just make the account, and then all your stats in your collection will be synced with your account for the tracker that you're using, and then you can look at exactly how your win rate is for certain decks, how often you've been playing your decks, and then you can just see, you know what, maybe I want to make like this little change to it. So I always recommend deck trackers because they record your stats. And then you have great content like me, Calthune. You've subscribed already, right? Because you should. And maybe like this. That's a cool thing to do. And comment the word Baron Mordo. Just 2 words, but still, you should do it. I think the game has so much better card acquisition for low collecting level players. If you've watched my previous videos, like the last one, I'm pretty sure it was, or the one before that, several videos. I hate spotlight keys in bundles. There's a Galactus one coming out, and it truly ruins the value of the bundle. So I definitely go in hard about spotlight keys in bundles. However, that being said, at a lower collection level, I think spotlight keys are absolutely fantastic. I think they are a wonderful tool to help players of all levels really get newer cards, better cards, and kind of help them save money if they're planning it out properly. The lower your collection level is, so the lower your collection, the better chance you're going to have of getting a brand new card with a spotlight key. And you can pretty much get like 1 spotlight key if you just play the game every day and you do the missions like once every 2 weeks, I think. Maybe I have to go back. I haven't done the math on that in a while, but still it's pretty good. So if you're a lower collection level player, better chance of getting those cards as long as you know what's coming out and plan yourself around that. It's still not a pay to win game. I know that with all these cards coming out with like brand new cards every week, the best way to get them is to spend money to get the credits that you can't normally get through playing, get more spotlight keys, buy these bundles with the tokens, and just do it that way. And you can, but you don't need all the brand new cards to actually win. It's not pay to win. It's just pay to look pretty. That's what it mostly is, right? Variants and things to make your cards look prettier. That's mostly it, right? You can reach infinity with free-to-play players. You don't need to spend money. So the top 10 decks right now, and this is according to untap.gg, today, September 18th, 2024, are as follows. I had the hiccups. I had to pause and get a little drink from my Bucky cup. Agatha, Destroy, Agatha, Wrong Machine, because I think they're going to change War Machine pretty soon, so I wouldn't waste my tokens or money or anything on War Machine right now. Hela, Darkhawk, Move, Zoo, Galactus, Agatha. So when you look at this, there's 3 Agatha decks. These are the top 10 decks according to Untap for the last 7 days from, I think it's rank 70 and up. So Agatha just had a buff 2 days ago, or yesterday, just had a buff yesterday. And now that she's changed a little bit, or a lot of it, depending on how you're looking at her, especially paired with Black Knight, she's doing fantastic. But look, you have an Agatha deck. You have Destroy, War Machine doesn't count, a discard deck, Darkhawk, Move, Zoo deck, and a Galactus deck. You have all these different types of decks that are like the top 10 decks right now. And that's pretty awesome. But you can disrupt like so many of these cards too. You go back, you look at, just like to Destroy, Wrong Machine. You could take out War Machine with Echo or Enchantress, right? Something like that. Cosmo, which is the official art, which is what I was told they're going to do, right? Right, Jameson? That's right, my little girl. This can shut down lanes. Shang-Chi can destroy big cards except for, the Black Blade and whatever else. Enchantress, Echo. These are all fantastic cards that you can just use to counter, disrupt, and really ruin your opponent's day. And it's just one card, and they mostly fit and will be effective in so many decks. Cosmo, I think, is one of the best disruption cards in the game, but also one of the hardest ones to do because you're really hurting yourself with Cosmo as well, so you got to build around that. But then you have these other types of cards like Jean Grey, Legion, Shadow King, Quake. Quake is absolutely phenomenal. I love her. She has been winning me games. Fantastic card. Don't count her out. She's so good. Jameson. I know. This little girl. And you don't need all the new cards to win and be effective in this game. This whole deck right now, this is all Series 3. I had to pause just to double check that Black Panther was in fact Series 3. He is. I don't think MODOK is going to be Series 4 for much longer. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to get dropped down to Series 3 as well. This deck is also all series up to Series 3, except for MODOK, who is currently a Series 4. I don't think you really need him. The way Hellcow is worked out right now, I think is also absolutely fantastic. But none of these cards, except for MODOK, are Series 4 or Series 5 cards, and they're incredibly effective. You can probably go and talk to people and just like watch content creators who would just get absolutely wrecked by this deck working well. It is fantastic. That's it, guys. This card should be in the game, so let Second Dinner know that this should be the next variant for Cosmo. Jameson agrees with it. Right, little girl? I moved my camera from over there to over here so you guys can't actually see her when she throws her little fits. But yeah, overall, I think Snap is really getting to a great place gameplay-wise. Economy, that's something else. I saw that they're going to try to improve gold bundles and make them better, make them happen more often, which is great. But when it comes to the game itself and the state of the game, the fact that you can still get reach the infinite rank and still get infinity conquest tickets and beat the infinity conquest with a free-to-play account, that just shows me that this is a really great game that is doing so well. And I really hope it lasts for a while. Guys, thank you so much. I really would appreciate if you guys, did the whole, I hate saying it, like, subscribe, and comment. But I really mostly hope that you guys got something out of it. I'm probably going to bitch about something soon enough with this stupid game anyway. I saw a Galactus bundle that has this awesome variant with 2 Spotlight keys for $100 and like 5,000 gold or something trashy. Hate Spotlight keys. This is a positive video. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys later.